working for the feds, same crimes, different trials, nigga, picture what you said.
Dirk like that too. Dirk like that too. He like that. And on the other side of the field, I did see Dirk in live action in person though. But you know, shout out to him for that. He do get wild. I ain't gotta explain the situation. He that man, bro. But just know he get wild, bro. On everything. The swipe permitted.
Over the course of nearly 2,000 YouTube videos, Martell Wiley, also known as Trenches News, has always covered his face to discuss the often violent intersection of Chicago's gang and rap cultures. He's inserted himself in a lot of infamous drill street stories like the one where Lil Durk and Lil Reese were arrested for shooting 4 people, following the murder of O.D. Perry. But before we get to that story, the Cartoon News Network can report that Trenches News recently ditched his signature mask and took the stand in the federal trial surrounding the brazen killing of rapper FBG Duck. In doing so, he revealed himself as a longtime government informant who's been paid for his cooperation. According to the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper, Trenches News spoke in quick bursts, cursed, cracked jokes, and discussed his close connections to both the victim and defendants, some of whom he identified in surveillance footage. His tone and tenor closely resembled the videos he's posted to his popular Trenches News YouTube channel, which he has repeatedly used to discuss the case. I'm Michael Jordan on YouTube. Trenches News boasted about the channel, which has about 114,000 subscribers. During his testimony, he acknowledged that he reached out to law enforcement and offered to help shortly after FBG Duck, whose real name is Carlton Weekly, was gunned down in the Gold Coast neighborhood on August 4, 2020. He noted that he was close friends with Duck's slain brother, and described Duck as one of the coolest, smoothest dudes. And that's why I'm here today. For him, said Trenches News, who greeted Duck's mother as he left the courtroom. But did Trenches News really take the stand for FBG Duck? Or did he do it for his own selfish reasons? We report. You decide.
First of all, he was saying he was a BD from, well, he was saying he was a BD from somewhere else. He was like making some shit up or something. I don't know. I forgot what he was saying he was BD from. But it's merged. He was just dirty, bro. And he had a smell to him. So it hit different one. But with the man's Trenches News, he used to stink, bro. So I don't know if he still stinks to this day, because I know he got like YouTube money now. But he used to smell like shit when he used to be around on bro. He used to smell like shit. And he was a BD, bro, and he was dirty, bro. So me personally only rock with certain BDs, bro. So it hit different when he was just dirty. So I ain't really rock with him. I could tell that he was like a snake, bro. I could tell, like, I ain't gotta know you for that long. Like, I could look at you and tell you a snake, or you'll be on some backdoor, just some other type of stuff, bro. He was always dirty, bro.
We was working for the feds, same crimes, different trials, nigga, picture what you said.
Defense attorneys are expected to begin cross-examining Trenches News when the trial resumes. At the end of the prosecution's questioning, Judge Martha Packold told him that he technically remains on the stand until then, and shouldn't discuss the case in the meantime. I won't go on YouTube, he said with a smirk. I promise. Certainly not, Judge Packold responded. The other paid informant that testified this week, David Sloan, aka Lil Dave, or O-Block Dave, got paid almost as much as Trenches News, during a shorter period of time, for feeding lies to the FBI. With a federal trial looming, an FBI agent got a troubling text message from a gang member, who had agreed to cooperate against 6 associates charged in the killing of rapper FBG Duck. My brother got killed, David Sloan wrote to his handler. I'm in the hospital with my family. Lil Dave said he believed O-Block, his faction of the Black Disciples that's now at the center of a federal case, was responsible for the slaying, an alarming claim that left the FBI scrambling for answers.
We was working for the feds, same crimes, different trials, nigga, picture what you said.
Turns out, everything you told them that day about your brother being killed was a lie. Keith Spielfogel, an attorney representing one of the alleged members and associates of O-Block, said in questioning Lil Dave on Wednesday. The revelation came during Sloan's third day on the stand, where he sat with his back to the defendants, his long dreads shielding his face. He identified some of them from surveillance footage and offered inside information about O-Block and its years-long war with FBG Duck's Tukaville faction of the Gangster Disciples. Defense attorneys repeatedly questioned Sloan's testimony and knowledge of O-Block's inner workings, while detailing his lengthy criminal record highlighting a felony gun case, pending in Cook County Court, that he picked up when he was on parole, and already cooperating with the FBI. But Sloan's acknowledgement that he had lied to federal authorities about his brother being killed served as the most glaring impeachment of his credibility. When FBI agents came to Sloan's home October 13, after he stopped responding to them, he claimed his brother had been gunned down during a confrontation at a house party. In reality, Sloan's brother had been killed in 2019 under different circumstances, and O-Block had nothing to do with it, he said. Sloan only acknowledged that he lied when he was confronted Tuesday. He later told jurors that he did so because he feared he and his family could be killed because he violated the no-snitch code of the street. Gregory Mitchell, one of the Sloppy Six's attorneys, insisted that Sloan was well aware of what he had signed up for. "You understand that you were putting your life on the line by talking to them," Mitchell said, referring to the FBI. Sloan explained that he was initially approached by the Bureau while he was being held at Cook County Jail in May 2018. Agents asked about O-Block's leadership, and he provided a list of names, he said. The feds came calling again in October 2020, 2 months after Duck was killed, and Sloan formally agreed to cooperate with the investigation while he was in prison in February 2021. FBI Special Agent Kevin Doyle testified this week that the cooperation agreement was severed that June, after Sloan grew unresponsive when he was released, noting that a parole violation stemming from the outstanding gun charge played into the decision to sever the agreement for that period. The cooperation deal was reinstated in January 2022, and has netted the convicted felon $21,515, Doyle said. Sloan said he earned $5,000 in a single cash payment for identifying defendants in surveillance footage from the Parkway Gardens apartment complex, which is also known as O-Block, and serves as the gang faction's power base. Damn. I bet Snitches News never got $5,000 at one time for snitching on anybody.
We was working for the feds, same crime, different trials, nigga, picture what you said.
I haven't forgotten to finish the story about Lil Durk and Lil Reese shooting 4 people, but before I do, please smash that like button and subscribe as we continue to follow Snitches News and the O-Block RICO trial. 4 teenagers were shot in Jarrow City territory in August 2011, which, unfortunately, was not that uncommon during the height of the gang war between O-Block and Tukaville, but this shooting occurred just blocks from where then Mayor Rahm Emanuel was set to meet with the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Lil Durk was arrested for the shooting on October 9th, and Lil Reese was arrested 12 days later on October 21st.
Dirk like that too. Dirk like that too. He like that. And on the other side of the field, I did see Dirk in live action in person though. But you know, shout out to him for that. He do get wild. I ain't gotta explain the situation. He that man, bro. But just know he get wild, bro. On everything. The swipe a minute.
We was working for the feds, same crime, different trials, nigga, picture what you said.